In a world increasingly indifferent to poverty, burdened with conflict, and hostile to change, Rotary remains a beacon of civility, compassion, and dedication to making a difference. Overcoming the many roadblocks to improving the lives of ordinary people mired in extraordinary hardship is complex and often frustrating, but perseverance is in our DNA, even when those roadblocks are thousands of miles distant. How does one ensure that our modest improvements in the lives of those less fortunate are permanent and not transitory?
Getting the materials on time has been a challenge.
At Rotary Club of Milwaukee, we use an approach to sustainable change that has proven workable, reliable, and effective. Partnerships assembling working relationships to produce a critical mass of knowledge, skill, and effort. Milwaukee Rotarians working directly with Guatemalan Rotarians is only the start. We maintain a deep and long-standing relationship with Engineers Without Borders.
Because we can have the ideas and we can provide some of the resources, but we don't have the technical expertise to do it.
Mike Paddock and I were asked to join Milwaukee Rotary a few years ago to bring EWB projects to Rotary. Milwaukee Rotary wanted to be involved in project planning and they wanted to see tangible results.
EWB supports communities in Guatemala directly with projects the local residents have identified themselves. Student chapters at Marquette University, Milwaukee School of Engineering, and the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee provide technical expertise and energy while they also gain invaluable hands-on experience.
They know that they're going to get on an airplane and go build what they're learning. It makes a gigantic difference. It brings a dose of reality into their lessons.
The south-central highlands of Guatemala are a rugged and wild landscape. Subsistence farming is prevalent. Clean water is rare, waste treatment non-existent. Education constrained and government resources severely limited. As a result, serious health issues are all too common, and life is hard. It is in the districts of Neba and Hoyoba that Milwaukee Rotary and our partners have chosen to make a difference. 4 crucial needs stand out: clean water, sanitation, education, and access. With our support, EWB students from UW-Milwaukee developed a potable water system for the tiny village of Viziban near Neba. Then, in conjunction with the Vista Hermosa Rotary Club of Guatemala, we secured funding through a Rotary International Global Grant to help the Wisconsin Professional EWB chapter improve the water system for the city of Hoyoba. This large sand and gravel filter removes sediment so the city's chlorination system can be effective.
This line alone, out of the 4-line system that we have here in the Pueblo, provides enough water for closer to 4,000 homes.
Gravity-fed and low maintenance, it greatly improves the water supply for 25,000 residents. 2 Peace Corps volunteers contribute their own expertise, one to help educate youngsters about cleanliness, while the other works at the local clinic and tracks the reduction of dysentery and related intestinal issues. The benchmark for success.
A very small investment has a tremendous effect.
Lasting, sustainable improvement. Our next project focuses on education. Many children leave school before 6th grade because of pressure to work in the fields and help the family generate income. However, attitudes are changing, and parents increasingly want their children to stay in school. Thus, the shortage of schoolrooms in the Hoyoba area. The current school at Chitom is a windowless room, and 51 students shuttle in and out of the room during the school day. EWB students at Milwaukee School of Engineering met with the community leaders and the school director to learn what they hope to have in a school. Our EWB partners completed the design and are managing construction of a new 3-room schoolhouse.
So this stuff down here is the footings for the school, and what you can't see just between where we are and the ball court is going to be a retaining wall.
The tiny village of Chitom supplied the labor and a share of the materials. This project at Chitom includes a septic system to properly treat waste from the school and the community building next to it. We're working on our second global grant project with the Vista Hermosa Rotarians to improve economic conditions for farmers in the small communities of Patio Bol and Salitre. The Rio Arco, seen here at its low ebb during the dry season, looks docile and friendly. At this time of year, an agile person can jump from rock to rock to get across. However, during the rainy season and for a good part of the year, it transforms into an uncrossable raging torrent. Worse, the serpentine dirt mountain road to Hoyoba markets is a 90-minute, teeth-jarring ride each way, if one has access to a vehicle. Most families do not. The problem is identical at the village of Patio Bol. Mobilizing the EWB chapters at Marquette University and Milwaukee School of Engineering, a footbridge will be constructed at both locations. The cable-supported footbridges are large structures. At Salitre, the bridge will span over 200 feet, providing safe, year-round access to get produce to markets. Rotary will also sponsor agronomist Willie Urizar to provide training for farmers of Patio Bol and Salitre to increase the value of their produce. These sustainable projects have made a difference and have had a profound effect. Of course, the local residents of Hoyoba and the surrounding villages are healthier because of cleaner water and year-round access to markets. But the effects spread much further than the mountains of Guatemala.
Our club is a conduit, a way of doing good things.
You change for good the life of many Guatemalans.
It's just been an opportunity to understand how one should interact with the rest of the world.
It's overwhelming, the amount of need that the people have here.
It'll affect maybe how I approach other projects in the future.
The most important things we did on this trip was solidify relationships.
It's like putting another grain of sand on a beach. That is how I feel about it. It's a vast beach. Two organizations, Rotary and Engineers Without Borders, and me personally, I feel really, really happy to be able to do that.
About trying to plan for a future in resource-starved areas. I swear I would call it radical democracy and action.
And it's just been a very rich experience.
It's good for the Guatemalans, it's good for my students, it's good for the Rotarians. Everybody wins here.
Milwaukee Rotary is proud to be involved in these projects in Guatemala and honored to partner with our Rotary brothers and sisters around the world. It is with great admiration that we thank our Engineers Without Borders partners and all the engineering students who volunteer to get dirt under their fingernails in an effort to make a difference. We ask for your help. Join us. Support us. Together we can make a difference. As Rotarians, it is what we promised to do. As Rotarians, it is what we are destined to do.